RFDS Victoria has been a fantastic addition to the Heathcote community. The provision of community transport is something that really was needed. We have a terrific partnership with RFDS Victoria as a health service, and the amount of benefits that have come from attendance at medical appointments, getting into social events, everything that they've done has been fantastic. And we know the feedback from their volunteers is absolutely tremendous as well. So we couldn't be happier with our arrangements with RFDS Victoria, and it's one of the strongest partnerships we've ever had.
Any successful partnership means a lot to the success of the service, and working with Heathcote Health has been fantastic. Dan Douglas, right from the start, was open to having a look at the way in which he'd done things in the past. We were looking for a partner who would really take a risk with us. We didn't know whether we'd get the funding. We weren't sure about whether we'd get the volunteers. We did know there was a need here, and that was really what it was. It was Dan's willingness to back our vision, and here we are today.
What I think about the flying doctors, they're just wonderful. They're just a part of my life, and I wouldn't want it to be without them, because my husband's had eye cancer. I've had a lot of problems, sort of thing, and I don't know, they're just wonderful people, and they're caring, they're lovely. You know, when you're down and out, coming back, as you said earlier, coming back, it's really hard sometimes, and you've got to learn to accept a few things, but it's fine. You get another appointment, you ring them up, and they make it for you, and it's great, you know, sort of thing. And like today, to say thank you, it's wonderful to be able to come to this hall and turn around and look at everybody here and say, thank you very much for helping us, you know, for being there for us in every way,
Well, I think it meant for the community in the early days that people who lived here that were not in a financial situation to go to Bendigo, and I believe it was about $200 a trip to go to appointments in Bendigo, and to do that they didn't eat, or they didn't meet their appointments, which was putting their health in jeopardy. So it had a two-pronged message there. So in that respect, I think it was vital that this Royal Flying Doctor Service started.
One of the clients that sticks in my mind was that a chap that he was undergoing treatment for prostate cancer, and he said that he wouldn't have continued with the treatment if he hadn't been able to use the Flying Doctor Service, and he went through the treatment and he continuing a good life and a good quality of life. Especially with clients that are going through cancer treatment, you mightn't necessarily transport them every day, but you know that they are going for treatment every day, and being able to use, particularly because they would go to Bendigo to use the cancer centre up there, that you feel that it's really, it makes you feel like you're doing something really worthwhile.
Well, 2018, we got told that the Royal Flying Doctors were flying into Heathcote with a pilot program, hence caused a lot of angst around the town. But looking at the figures that I've heard today in particular, wow, how lucky are we? And the community ended up just grabbing it and running with it. Yeah, we had lots of pros and cons and whatever, had to iron out a few things, but all in all it works. And the volunteers, I can't believe how many people wouldn't volunteer for Heathcote Health, but actually want to put the Royal Flying Doctor badge on. So well-respected place, amazing, and I've been blessed really to have the privilege of working alongside you guys to help you get off the ground.
The service has meant for me is transport to where I've needed to go, whether it be to the hearing aid, ear specialist, to the hospital, to a doctor's appointment, to a chemist, to an eye specialist. It doesn't matter. Everybody has been fantastic, receptionists and the drivers. I've got their manners are that good and they're very respectful. And they always make sure you're safe when you're driving with them, and they make sure you're safe when you get out. And I couldn't wish for a better service, and it's a pity there's not more of them around.
Just absolutely wonderful. You can't always call your family. And I'm getting older. Well, since it started 5 years ago, I didn't use it much. Now I'm getting old. The doctor's ordered so many different appointments with medical. Sometimes I visit it twice a week. It's just wonderful. And the volunteers have been wonderful. And the staff in the office too.
The Royal Flying Doctor Service Community Help Transport has been a lifeline for me because I lost my licence in 2018 and I had friends to lunch a few days later and one of them handed me the brochure. So I was onto the phone straight away. And I'd already met Tom, I think, was the one there briefly, because I'd been to the doctor and heard about the private doctor, so I walked around and made myself known. And it's just been great. I get to know them all and they know me. And most of them talk, all of them talk rather than just say, hello, how are you? Which is absolutely wonderful. I don't know what I'd do without them.